Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Legacy of Kain Defiance Blind. Now apparently Kain is inspecting some handful of dirt, but let's interrupt that and carry on in our hunt for Mobius. Oh, come... Okay. I'm not sure whether I was supposed to do that, but I guess I did. Okay, but right now I am a bit annoyed because I don't know from where would I have come sort of naturally. I guess from here, from up there. I would prefer to explore everything. Okay, I was here, so there is not much up there. In fact, there is straight up nothing. I would have come down here. So now I can explore this part, which again, there does not seem to be that much down here really, apart from this exit. Okay, so there was literally just a single path all this time. You know what the design of this place reminds me of? Nord tombs in Skyrim. Like the textures are kind of similar at first glance, and the overall feel of those, you know, stone slabs with candles inside. It's very much reminiscent of that to me. Hold jump to tense for a long jump. Okay. Use TK to aim manually. Okay, there is a weak spot here. But I didn't want to go back, I wanted to go to the other side. Unless I'm supposed to accomplish that by regular jumping. Okay, platforming with this particular camera is a bit of a nightmare. Bit of a nightmare indeed. Which way am I supposed to be going? Okay, I guess this way. But if I am supposed to be going this... Oh, come on. You know, actually, if Kain transforms into bats in the moment of death, couldn't he use that to literally escape the water? And then sort of just stand in the place, you know, right on the edge of the place where he just was, rather than go back to the previous... What are you doing? Oh, come on, really. At this point, it's starting to be a little bit ridiculous. Because if this is the way forward to the right, then what's on the left is my question. Yeah, there is something. Okay. And it's one of those health gems, so it's good that I came back here.
Linger in the shadows, Kain. It has been a long time, hasn't it?
No banter, Mobius. You know why I'm here.
Yes, Raziel. You sought to introduce your own pawn into this game, and now he's been swept from the board.
By your hand, I suspect. Where is he?
Perhaps you should ask, when? How humiliating it must be for you to come begging at my doorstep for answers.
Enough wordplay.
Don't threaten me, Kain. You see, I have the upper hand. How remarkable that the great Kain should succumb to the scepter's power like any common vampire. Still so arrogant after all these years, thinking you've devised some brilliant plan. You know nothing. You have read the signs, but missed their meaning. You believe you are that myth of vampire prophecy, the scion of balance, and that Raziel holds the key to fulfilling your destiny. But your messianic delusions have blinded you to Raziel's true nature. You have no idea what you've unleashed. There was a time when you might have heeded wise counsel when it was offered. Now, your vanity has made you witless. You will have to learn the truth for yourself. You'll be needing this. Your strength will return after I have departed. But by then, you will have more urgent concerns than pursuing me. Perhaps, when we next meet, you will have learned a little humility.
These strange creatures seem to manifest from the very shadows. Mobius's attempt at stopping me was not one of his better efforts. When I found him, it would be my turn to offer a few surprises.
Surrender, Raziel. Abandon this petty rebellion. It was I who made you. Your life had played out, and in my grace, I spared you. You are my Reaper of Souls. You have no other purpose, no higher destiny. Just this. Accept your calling, Raziel. Let go of these vain hopes. Relinquish your will, and feed.
No.
What do you profit from this defiance?
There's some grim satisfaction in infuriating you.
My patience is eternal, Raziel. How many eons can you bear to languish here? The wheel of fate must turn. All are redeemed in the cleansing agony of birth, death, and rebirth. This is the engine of life, the purifying rhythm of the universe, to which all souls are irresistibly drawn. Yours is a necessary and noble function, Raziel.
Enough of your sermonizing. Are you trying to bore me into submission? Why must this game go on? We both know what you are. You're no better than the vampires you so despise. A voracious parasite, cloaking its appetite in a shroud of righteousness. I refuse to do your will.
I can see into your heart, Raziel. It is not your will, but cowardice that keeps you here.
How so?
You know what fate awaits you when you leave the underworld. That phantom weapon you bear is a constant reminder, isn't it? The sword is waiting for you out there somewhere, and you tarry so as not to meet it.
I could not deny it. As long as I lingered here, defying my captor, I was able to postpone what I feared was my inevitable doom. To become the ravenous spirit imprisoned in the Reaver blade. But that sentence was no worse than the stalemate I now endured. Better to face one's destiny than cower from it.
Harvester of souls, I created you. And to this function, my angel of death, you will return.
Enough. Yes, I submit.
Very good. Indulge your hunger. Yes, embrace your calling, Raziel. You will find that just as defiance has its price, so obedience has its rewards.
And submission is not always what it seems.
What? Why would you say that out loud? Are you insane? Because I understand that Raziel is trying to pretend that he is submitted to the Elder God's will, just to get out of the Shadow Realm. But why would you admit that out loud? That seems very stupid. But also, it seems I have misunderstood one of the crucial plot elements from Soul Reaver 2, because it turns out from this that Raziel has escaped his eventual fate of his soul being trapped in the Soul Reaver, whereas I assumed by looking at the cutscene at the end of Soul Reaver 2 that it worked sort of halfway, that part of his soul was trapped in the sword and part of his soul was still out there, inside his own body, because I assumed that because Kain seemed to have been waiting for a very specific moment to pull out the Soul Reaver out of Raziel's body. If it was just the matter of saving Raziel from being trapped in the blade, why didn't he help him, first thing first, as soon as he saw him? It seemed to me he was waiting for a very specific moment, and I assumed that moment was the moment in which Raziel's soul has split between his actual body and the blade. But this game seems to tell me that Raziel's body was not at all consumed by the Reaver, not even in part, and part of the reason why he spent so long in the Shadow Realm, the whatever it's called, the Underworld, the Spirit Realm, is that he was actually afraid of that happening, afraid of ending up trapped in the Reaver. So I don't quite get it, and I think I might have misunderstood it in Soul Reaver 2, but as I said, if I did misunderstand it, then I still don't get why Kain waited for so long. Like, it has been a couple of seconds, like 10 seconds. He was looking at Raziel, writhing in pain, stabbed by the Soul Reaver. What was he waiting for? I don't understand that. But let me try and move. I guess what I also don't entirely get is, maybe it's not that I don't get it, I just find it interesting, is that Mobius has such a great amount of power over Kain, seemingly, and yet he knows that he's eventually, like, that he's eventually going to be killed by Kain, like 30 years from now.
Swirled an ominous-looking mist. I knew that if I fell, it would mean my peril.
So that's interesting, because for all of the power that he seems to wield, it also seems that he's ultimately powerless against the forces of destiny. Even as he himself is the time streamer, it seems it doesn't help him. He's still going to die, seemingly, 30 years from now, or however long it was, until the events of Blood Omen 1 from this timeline. Where am I even going?
Do you believe your worthiness is so easily proved? Your way is sealed until you have offered further evidence of your obedience.
I must feed you before I depart this place.
You must feed yourself, Raziel.
The wheel must turn.
Ah, now you understand.
Okay, so I need to consume more souls. Are there any down here? But Raziel said I'm not supposed to go down there. He said he's going to kill me, so... well, I have a chance to test that theory. Okay, can't reach that soul, I guess. I have to... How would I get up there? Okay, that was dumb. Yep, very dumb indeed. But I think the souls that I've consumed, they sort of stay consumed, even if I have died in the meantime.
You may go, but remember, you are mine. You can no more escape from me than you can escape yourself.
Well, I must say, it is a little bit disconcerting to hear all of the crying and like the screams in the spirit realm, and some of them were even calling Raziel's own name. When are we going home? There is no home. It's an interesting piece of dialogue. You can seemingly accomplish nothing with those for the time being.
You want this room cleared of its vermin?
If you wish to leave it.
Your will be done.
My good servant. See? Obedience brings prompt rewards.
But...
Where do you think you're going, little soul?
Race to the top of the chamber before the deadly mist rises. Okay, I'm not doing a particularly great job then by stopping.
Raziel.
Okay, that didn't exactly work.
Where do you think you're going, little soul?
Come on.
Where do you think you're going, little soul? You can't escape. Raziel. Clever, Raziel. Clever indeed. I've endured your game long enough.
Where do I go from here? It seems clear to me I want to be...
Clearly my escape had not been anticipated, or my benevolent master would not have expended such efforts to prevent me from going. And if my departure displeased him, then that was a victory, however small, for me.
Okay, but what I also don't entirely get is because another reason, coming back to the Soul Reaver, another reason I thought...
In the spectral realm, water is as thin as air, putting this opening far beyond my reach. But once I found my way into the physical world, I might be able to swim up there.
Another reason I thought, at least part of Raziel's soul must have been trapped in the Reaver is that I was under the impression that even in Blood Omen 1 and throughout Soul Reaver, the Reaver was always, quote-unquote always, a soul-stealing weapon. It wasn't just a regular sword. In Blood Omen 1, for example, it literally disintegrated enemies while emitting this like shrieking sound and draining your mana. So it was very clearly a magical weapon even then. And Soul Reaver made it clear that the actual soul, not to mention, it was already known as the Soul Reaver in Blood Omen 1. So, oh wait. No, okay. I guess it does kind of make more sense the way the game is telling me it now. Because sure, that what I just said is true. It has quote unquote always been a soul-stealing weapon because Raziel was always absorbed into it, and that's why that's something I didn't entirely grasp when I finished Soul Reaver 2. I didn't understand why Raziel and Kain were so so intrigued by the supposed changing of history, where for me it didn't seem like a change, but now I understand that it was, because that's literally what they changed. They saved Raziel from dying and being absorbed, his soul being absorbed into the sword, which previously to Soul Reaver 2 has always happened. That's why the Soul Reaver, or rather the Reaver, was known specifically as the Soul Reaver, because it had Raziel's soul inside it, but now it no longer has, because Kain has saved him. That still doesn't answer the question of why did he wait for so long? Like at least like 10 seconds looking at him in agony, but I guess that makes more sense than what I assumed at the end of Soul Reaver 2, so I just misunderstood that.
This door would only open when fitted with an appropriate artifact. But to use such an object, I would first have to find a way back into the material realm.
Okay, let's climb this. Okay, I'll have to go back here once I enter the material realm, because for now I cannot open the doors.
At last, I discovered a conduit into the material realm. I would finally escape the spirit world and take one step farther from my tormentor.
Did you think to receive the same favors after your rebellion as before? No, Raziel. I have no need for you to enter the physical world, so no conduit will be granted. You serve me adequately as a wraith, and a wraith you will remain.
So, my restraints had not been removed, only loosened. I would not be held prisoner in the spectral realm. There had to be another way.
move into the bars to pass through them. Yeah, I knew I could do that.
As I emerged, I was granted a vision of what I would become if I did not escape the spectral realm. For these too were agents of my master, hunting the lost souls that struggled to escape the endless twilight of the underworld. My master's plan for me was ominously clear. Like these mindless hunters, I existed only to fuel him with souls, siphoning their energy to feed him and his wheel of fate. I had to break these bonds, while I still possessed my own will.
Okay, so I guess... I guess Raziel is trapped in the spirit realm for the time being. Was that altar always here? With the corpse? Or has Kain moved since the last time I saw him? Was I even in this particular room before?
This artifact seemed as though it was made for that unusual lock. Now the door could be opened.
Received Falcon insignia, which incidentally is almost as large.
Falcon insignia.
Almost
Falcon insignia.
As large as Kain himself, which is a bit ridiculous, really. Like, where does he even keep it? Where was that other door? Okay, I think I must be going the right way because there are enemies around. Which usually in games, when there are enemies around, it means you're going where you should. I don't think I could have entered this before. Okay, I'm dead. How much of a repeat that is? Wait, what? Okay, just a bit. I don't exactly remember where the emblem is supposed to fit.
Malik, the great Sarafan warrior. I had met him before. His sword and shield seemed to have gone astray.
Presumably I need to return them to open the gates or something, because this depicts Malik with his sword and shield. Maybe it was here. I don't think so. I think I'm literally walking in a circle now. Which is both hilarious and kind of sad that I can't exactly tell. No, this is pointless, like... This is not where it was, is it? Like, I have a pretty strong suspicion I am literally walking in a circle here. Because I'm just going to end up where I was. Yeah, this is literally where I was. With the shrine or whatever. And the altar. So that was entirely pointless. And I apologize for that. Spellcasters can enhance allies' abilities, which means I should probably... Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Receive Sanguine Censure. Okay, so that's another kind of combo attack, I guess.
Sanguine Censure.
Move plus action in air. Once the opponent is flung helpless into the air, I can follow suit, catching them before they fall, carving them their flesh and bone with a second assault. Move plus action in air.
Cadaverous Laceration.
Okay, to be honest, most of those are probably going to be executed by absolute chance. But interestingly, the enemies do not seem to respawn once I die, which is weirdly accommodating, because the mage was still gone even after I died and had to return here.
Tell me, where can I find your master? Quickly, Mobius is...
in the tower.
Good.
But why is Kain so eager to face Mobius again? It has been proven to him empirically that he stands no chance. Like, he was instantly incapacitated by Mobius's staff. So I'm not sure what's his plan exactly. How does he intend to defeat Mobius now? But I just noticed that there's a checkpoint here. Does it work? I hope that it does work again, because I've been in this place before, but I hope it does work again as a checkpoint for right now. And I will end this episode here because I have to end it and go to bed to get up for work tomorrow. So if it isn't a current checkpoint, I will just redo whatever I need to off screen. For now, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, wait, I can save manually? Or is it only when I stand on a checkpoint? Okay, that's definitely... okay, if I can save manually, then that's pretty great. More testing required, but for now, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!